the Nokia 1100, the best-selling phone in human history. Today, we step inside the long-lost, legendary factory where this icon of reliability was born. It all begins with something incredibly simple. Inside the massive industrial furnace, pellets are melted down under intense heat into a ready to form the phone's legendary indestructible body. These raw plastic pellets. Under tons of hydraulic pressure, they are molded anti-dust frame. Fresh out of the molds, these boiling hot covers are aligned on steel trays to cool down, allowing the plastic to achieve its signature rock-hard density. Every single cover is manually inspected. The slightest rough edge or defect, and it's instantly rejected. This wasn't just a device for work. Its timeless snake game became the ultimate source of entertainment for millions, thanks to the brilliant minds in software design. Next comes the soul of its durability, the iconic dust-proof keypad, crafted using premium liquid silicone. There was a time when this phone ruled every corner of the globe, with over 250 million people relying on this single model. Now, the conveyor belts carry these frames into the electronics division. Right before entering the chip placement line, each bare circuit board is thoroughly scanned by a high-tech laser system to eliminate any micro defects. In fractions of a second, high-speed robotic arms flawlessly place hundreds of microchips onto the circuit board. Nearby, automated component feeders rhythmically feed millions of microchips into the silver rails, adding a synchronized mechanical beauty to the factory floor. To make sure these components last forever, expert technicians perform precision micro-soldering. Immediately after soldering, high-resolution cameras automatically zoom in on every joint, verifying that the connection quality is absolutely flawless. Post-soldering, every connection is inspected under heavy magnifying glasses. No weak joints allowed. Then comes the legendary monochrome screen. Not a modern smartphone display, but a pure, unyielding classic. Inside a perfectly dust-free clean room, a mechanical press applies precise pressure to lock the liquid crystal display onto the motherboard forever. To guarantee an uninterrupted power supply from the battery, custom-measured pure copper connector pins are installed. Electrical probes test these pins under pressure to ensure perfect voltage flow. Next, the powerful network antenna is fitted, the very reason this phone could catch a rock-solid signal even in the most remote corners of the earth. Using specialized cables, the motherboard undergoes rigorous radio frequency RF testing to eliminate any chance of call drops. By analyzing the complex signal waves on the lab monitors, engineers ensure that no matter how remote the user is, the network will never drop. Finally, the compact yet incredibly loud speaker module, famous for playing that iconic Nokia ringtone, is attached alongside a precision-engineered vibration motor. The fully assembled motherboards are now united with the rubber keypads and front covers before the final back cover snaps on. Expert eyes visually inspect every internal component one last time. From here, the semi-finished phones move into the most brutal phase of the factory, the torture tests. First up, the famous drop test. A mechanical arm lifts the phone and slams it directly onto a solid concrete floor from 6 feet high. But this isn't a fragile gadget, it's a brick. Remaining completely operational even after a violent crash onto the hard floor, the mechanical arm picks the phone right back up for the next phase of torment. To test the keypad's resilience, robotic fingers strike the buttons millions of times without stopping. Next, a heavy metallic pneumatic piston drives down with massive hydraulic force directly onto the center of the keypad. to test its ultimate pressure tolerance. Even under the weight of extreme friction and the chaotic violence of being tumbled around, the body refuses to crack. It bends, it weathers the storm, but its core remains entirely unyielding. In the dust chamber, the phone is subjected to a violent sandstorm. Yet, the dust-proof keypad keeps the internals pristine. Emerging from the dust storm, the phone is instantly blasted with high-pressure compressed air, instantly clearing away the clouds of sand and dirt. After surviving this mechanical hell, the tiny monochrome screen lights up brilliantly. 100% passed. Having conquered every test, the powerful battery is carefully inserted and the software boots up, bringing the iconic pixel graphics to life. Before packaging, every single phone is gently polished with microfiber cloths. Hundreds of flawless Nokia 1100s glide down the belt in perfect harmony. Inside the box, right next to the phone, sits the heavy-duty fat pin charger. A charger built so tough it practically never broke. The boxes then slide through an automated heat shrink packaging machine, tightly wrapping them in clear, protective glossy film. The boxes are sealed and moved into a massive warehouse that looks like a mini city. Right before shipping, a random audit takes place. Inspectors pull a finished box at random, unbox it, and test its performance to ensure it runs like a brand new masterpiece. Meanwhile, the factory operates on a zero-waste ecosystem. Any defective plastic covers are sent straight to a massive grinding machine, crushed into powder and melted back into new cover. Behind the machines were thousands of skilled workers operating in flawless shifts 24/7. In the battery assembly line, advanced robotics wrapped the lithium cells in durable protective foil, creating a battery that could last for days on a single charge. Before final sorting, these batteries are slotted into a massive multi-channel testing grid, flashing thousands of red and green LEDs to log their exact capacity. When the final pallet left the loading docks, a golden era came to a close. The factory doors may now be shut, and technology has evolved beyond imagination. But the Nokia 1100 remains an undefeated legend in the history of tech. Its minimalist engineering proved that you don't need endless features to deliver the ultimate user experience. The Nokia 1100 wasn't just a mobile phone. It was an emotion, a symbol of trust for an entire generation. It was the absolute embodiment of Nokia's true vision, connecting people. The machines have gone silent, but the story of this legendary device will remain etched in human memory forever.